When you picture the perfect beach, what do you see? White sand, blue water, right? That's what's on all the postcards. But the truly unforgettable beaches, they're a little weird. We're talking about shores made of green crystals, a beach run by penguins, and a coastline that literally glows in the dark. Forget the postcards. These are the top 10 most unique and beautiful beaches on Earth, and some of them will blow your mind. Number 10. Alright, kicking off our list at number 10 is Grace Bay in Turks and Caicos. And I know what you're thinking, hey, you just said we were getting weird, and this looks like a classic postcard. You're not wrong. But Grace Bay is the gold standard of postcards. It's consistently called one of the most beautiful beaches on the planet for a reason. The sand is like powder, and the water is a shade of blue you won't believe is real. We're starting here because its perfection is what makes it unique. It's the benchmark, a perfect slice of paradise that sets the stage for the wonderfully strange coastlines to come. Number 9. Coming in hot at number 9, we have Annecy sur Dargent in the Seychelles. This place is easily one of the most photographed beaches in the world, and you can see why. It's not just about the sand and water, which are obviously incredible. It's about the giant, ancient granite boulders that look like they were dropped there by giants. They create this surreal, almost prehistoric vibe, with little coves and hidden corners to explore. Even getting there is an experience. You walk through an old coconut plantation, which feels like stepping back in time. For anyone with a camera or a daydream, this beach is pure art. Number 8. For our number 8 spot, let's head down to Whitehaven Beach in Australia. What makes this beach so special? The sand. It's made of 98% pure silica, which gives it that blindingly bright white color. Because of the silica, the sand doesn't get hot, so you can walk around barefoot on even the most scorching day. The best view is from Hill Inlet, where the tides create this insane-looking swirl of white sand and turquoise water. It honestly looks more like a painting than a beach. Now, you might have heard a popular story that the sand here is so pure it was used for the Hubble Space Telescope's lens. It's a great story, but it turns out to be a myth. Still, a walk on this beach feels like strolling on a cloud. Number 7. At number 7, we've got a beach that looks like it was pulled straight out of Jurassic Park, Kelingking Beach on Nusa Penida, Indonesia. Forget just a beach, this place is a total spectacle. The main event is the massive cliff that looks exactly like a T-Rex head, curving around this perfect little cove with white sand and impossibly blue-green water. Now, getting down to the beach is a serious workout. It's a steep and gnarly climb. But for those who brave the trek, the payoff is epic. While the trek down has gotten a bit safer over the years, the strong currents mean swimming is often a big no-no. This one is less for dipping and more for just staring in complete awe. Number 6. Let's sail over to Greece for our number 6 pick, Navagio Beach, better known as Shipwreck Beach on the island of Zakynthos. Tucked away in a cove and surrounded by massive limestone cliffs, this beach has a permanent resident, the rusting skeleton of the MV Poniotis, a ship that wrecked here back in 1980. The sight of that decaying ship against the electric blue water is hauntingly beautiful and one of Greece's most famous images. You can only get here by boat, which keeps it feeling like a hidden gem. A heads up, though, due to a significant risk of landslides, access to the beach has been prohibited for the past couple of summers for safety. Tour boats still give you an incredible view from the water, and the clifftop viewpoint is absolutely mandatory. Okay, we're halfway through our list of the planet's weirdest and most wonderful coastlines. If your travel bucket list is already getting longer, and you're enjoying the tour, why not hit that subscribe button and ring the bell? We're always chasing down the world's hidden gems, and we'd love for you to join us. Alright, back to the countdown. Number 5. Staying in Greece, our number 5 is Elefonici Beach on the island of Crete. At first glance, it looks like a gorgeous Mediterranean beach, but lean in a little closer and you'll see its secret. The sand is pink. This magical, rosy glow comes from the crushed shells of tiny microscopic organisms called foraminifera. When their red and pink shells mix with the white sand, you get this beautiful, delicate color. The pink is usually most vivid right at the water's edge, creating this soft, watercolor look against the shallow, turquoise lagoons. It feels like you've walked straight into a fairy tale. Number 4. For our number 4 spot, we're visiting a beach where the locals are the real stars. Welcome to Boulders Beach in Cape Town, South Africa. This isn't just a beach, it's home to a thriving colony of African penguins. Yeah, you heard that right. These awesome little birds in their permanent tuxedos just wander all over the place, waddling down to the water and nesting right there in the bushes. A series of wooden walkways lets you get unbelievably close without bothering them. You can even swim at the cove next door, and if you're lucky, a penguin might just cruise by. Seeing these subantarctic birds thriving on a sunny African beach is just as surreal and heartwarming as it sounds. Number 3. Cracking our top 3 is a beach that puts on its real show after the sun goes down. This is Vaatu Beach in the Maldives, home of the legendary Sea of Stars. And it's not just a cool name. This spectacular light show is caused by bioluminescent phytoplankton in the water. When these tiny organisms are agitated by the waves, they emit a ghostly blue light, making the shoreline sparkle and glow. Seriously, walking along the edge of the water here feels like you've stepped into the movie Avatar. It's a defense mechanism for the plankton, but for us, it's one of the most magical sights on the planet. The effect depends on the right conditions, which makes spotting it feel even more special. Number 2. Our runner-up, at number 2, takes us to Harbour Island in the Bahamas, home of the pink sand beach. We saw a touch of pink in Greece, but this beach is on another level. We're talking 3 miles of unapologetically, famously pink sand. The color comes from the same little critters, foraminifera, whose crushed red shells mix with the fine white sand to create this incredible rosy hue. The soft pink against the bright turquoise water is just a photographer's dream. Plus, an offshore reef keeps the water calm and perfect for a swim. It's an absolute icon. Number 1. And now, our number 1 most unique and beautiful beach in the world. We're heading to a place so incredibly rare, it's one of just a handful of beaches like it on the entire planet. Welcome to Papakolea Beach in Hawaii, also known as the Green Sand Beach. Yes, you read that right. The sand is actually green. This mind-bending color comes from a crystal called olivine, which is common in Hawaiian lava. The beach sits at the base of a 49,000-year-old volcanic cinder cone that's rich in these green crystals. As the cone erodes, the ocean washes away the lighter sand but leaves the heavier olivine crystals behind. Getting here isn't easy, it's a tough 2.5-mile hike over rugged terrain, but that just makes the reward even sweeter. A beach made of green gems. That is the definition of unique, and it's our undisputed number 1. So there you have it. From the pure white sands of Australia and the penguin-packed shores of South Africa, to the glowing waters of the Maldives and the green crystal beach of Hawaii, the world is filled with coastlines that just defy the imagination. It just goes to show you that sometimes the most beautiful places are the ones that don't play by the rules. So, which one of these beaches just shot to the top of your bucket list? Or is there an amazingly weird beach we totally missed? Drop a comment below, we love hearing from you and getting ideas for the next adventure. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you out there.